In this video, I'm going to be talking about Kevin. Kevin was one of my old roommates. So last summer, I did a little summer program in USC. I was taking a film class there, and I got paired up with a roommate, as you do. Um, he was like a foreign exchange, I guess. Like he was from China, and he was there. Like I was doing a film class, but he was there doing game design. So, you know, you can only assume he's already shy. And then he also doesn't know how to speak English that well. Um, so it was kind of a crazy summer living with Kevin. And it was very different from how I'm living with my roommates now. Because, dude, now it's so boring. Literally, there's like no. And I'm kind of glad it's boring. Like, I've been hearing some fucking horror stories from other people in their like roommates and shit. Like this one guy, Joseph, he's in my class and he literally lives in like a frat house basically, but it's a little apartment. And I went to his shit, and this was like the first week. It was already trashed. And there was this dude sleeping on his couch, and I was like, "Who is that? Is that one of your roommates?" He was like, "No, that's one of my roommate's friends. I don't even know who he is." What the fuck? I was like, "Oh my god. God forbid." I'm praying for that guy. And my roommate, um, it's like apparently his house is like the spot, I guess. Um, because my roommate was there and they were like um doing some drugs. He wasn't. Joseph doesn't do drugs at all. He's like, so he has to be in a house with people that are doing drugs all the time, and he doesn't do it because he has like a heart condition. I don't think he can like physically. I don't know. And um, so what happened was my roommate was telling me this friend of a friend was there hanging out with him, and he was doing like shrooms, and this guy started like tweaking out, like not behavior you would have on shrooms at all. And he started like praying on the floor and like doing these demonic like things, and he started like crashing out at this one guy over like a haircut or something. Like my roommate didn't even know why they were crashing out, but it was something about a haircut, and it was like completely irrational. And he started like going out on the loose. Like he left the apartment, and they were like, dude, he should he should not have left, because like the guy he was crashing out at left or something, and he left and followed him and was like chasing him around apparently. And the guy he was chasing went in an elevator and like shut him out. And this guy who's on the shrooms crashing out or like tweaking out jumps off the second floor balcony and like breaks his leg. He breaks his leg, and the police are called, and it's a whole fiasco in that building because there's two buildings. Me and my roommate and my other roommate are in the south building. That was in the north building, and that's where like all the kids are. So the north building is where like everyone hangs out and like shit kind of goes down, I guess. But yeah, so he got arrested and taken to a hospital, and it was a whole thing. Like the day after, um, we were me and my class were gonna go to this thing, and we all met in this lobby, and this other guy in my class saw him like being carried away on the stretcher, so he was telling the whole story from his perspective. And these random people in our lobby came down and they were like, "Oh my god, are you talking about the dude that was freaking out last night?" They're like, "Oh my god, I saw him too." And apparently it was a whole thing with like everyone in the building. Um, but yeah, that was at another thing. Our place is boring as fuck. Our place is, which is good, I think. Um, our place is clean as fuck. It's quiet. Um, it's organized. You know, no one really comes in or out. It's literally just like it's a peaceful ass living situation. We hardly even talk to each other. Um Anyways, I'm supposed to be talking about Kevin, but I'm showing contrast from my living situation now and Kevin. So like the dishes have been getting done recently. I'm keeping this place clean. Like I've been sweeping and shit. I've been keeping our bathroom clean. Everything is everything is pretty boring at my place. And Kevin, oh my god. So Kevin was the most nasty fucker ever. And he was like, he would never leave the apartment. He was always playing games. And I mean, go figure. But like, he, and he was, I don't even know where to begin with Kevin. So we never talked. I literally can recall like 3 nights in the month and a half that I was there for the summer program, like actually talking to Kevin's ass. And one time it was about communism. A second time was I had him log into my old Valorant account and I was showing him my skins because he was always on Valorant. And dude, there was this one time, it was like the Valorant World Cup or something, and he was watching it on his bed, and he was like crisscross applesauce on his bed with his phone in front of him. And I have a video of it. I don't know if I'll show any of the videos because I have so many videos of fucking Kevin. And he was on his bed crisscross applesauce, like, oh my god, that probably just looked so weird. But he was like, he was so fucking into it, and he was something fucking crazy happened, and he was like, "Oh my god, oh my god." Oh, it was the funniest shit ever, bro. He was so funny, but it was like a nightmare actually living with him. Like looking back and remembering all of his fucking shenanigans is like, haha, it's funny, but like, dude, okay, so he's Asian. Not to be like stereotypical, but Asians have bony ass straight hair, and he had it very short. Every time, every time he would come out of the fucking shower, he would get on his knees with his arms on his chair, with his phone like in front of him, and he would blow dry his hair for like 15 minutes. Brother, what are you doing? Like, I have so many videos on my phone of him fucking blow drying his short ass Asian hair. Like, dude, it was this. I just spit. It was the stupidest shit ever. And he would, every night before bed, he would, and like sometimes, very rarely, we would go to bed at the same time. Like, hallelujah if we went to bed at the same time. Most of the time, he was just staying up really late playing games, and oh my fucking god. So he had a laptop. He played on his laptop, so his keyboard wasn't loud, but I don't know if you guys are like mouse nerds, because I used to be a really big gamer, and I was like I was heavy into mice. And this one fucking mouse, the Logitech G205, I think, it has the loudest fucking clicks. Every so I literally had to buy earbud, like the shit you put in your ears. I had to buy those because he would be staying up so late with his fucking mouse playing Valorant. And if he wasn't doing that, if God forbid we went to bed at the same time, he would be on his iPad playing those piano games where you have to tap the piano keys. And he would be he was so good at those shits. And I have a surplus of videos of him on my phone. Just he would. It was the stupidest shit, bro. And dude, it was so weird, dude. He was actually the weirdest person ever. And oh my god, dude. So every night we had to, because we were all minors at the summer program, we had to like check in every night, um, to our with like our RA or whatever they're called. Um, and so me and Kevin, like before 10 o'clock, you had to check in, and me and Kevin would go do it every night together. And there was this one time he like, I don't know if he just got out of the shower or something, but he put his shirt on backwards, bro. So he was, and he didn't even know. And there wasn't a waking moment of the day where he wasn't either on his computer or on his phone. So we were walking down on the elevator, and he was just looking at his phone, and his shirt was backwards, and I have a video of it. It was the funniest shit, bro. And oh my god. Oh my god. This is the funniest story I have of Kevin. So I all right, so my mom came to visit me one week, and um every time she would visit, I would stay with her, uh like at her hotel. Um and so I stayed with her overnight, but her flight was at like 7 in the morning, so we both had to wake up at like, or maybe 8 or something, because we both woke up at 5, and I left her the hotel at like 5:30, and I got a lime, and we got Starbucks, and then we said bye to each other, and I got a lime and rode back to my apartments, or my dorms. And so uh what happened was I was drinking my coffee as I was liming back, and I had major, major shits. I thought I wasn't gonna be able to make it back to my fucking dorm, and I got it. I was like, I got to my dorm building fine, and I was like, holy shit, I am about to blow the shit up. And so when you walk into your dorm, there's like there was a little room, and then it goes into a one room. There was like a little greeting area. Then there was this one room that only this kid Liam was in, and then my room with Kevin. So I walk in there, and for some reason Liam's door is wide open. I was like, huh, that's weird. So I go into my shit. Kevin is not. All the lights are on. It's like literally 6 a.m, and Kevin never wakes up early. So all the lights are on. Kevin's not in his fucking bed, and I look, and Kevin is fucking showering at 6 a.m. I was like, oh my god, I'm literally about to shit my pants, and Kevin is showering, bro. So I knock on the door, and I'm like, Kevin, are you almost done? And he doesn't respond. So I'm banging on the door. I start banging on the shit. And he was like, I'm in the shower. I'm in the shower. And oh my god, I forgot to mention this fucking detail. So this just seems like common sense. When you shower, do you or do you not dry yourself in the shower before stepping onto tile and getting everything fucking wet? Okay, so you dry yourself the most you can in the shower so that you're not dripping everywhere. He would not do that. He would step out, grab his towel, and every time I would walk in to the bathroom after he showered, he would fucking... there would be a bunch of fucking wiener water. It was just a big puddle all over the bathroom. I was like... And one day, I confronted him about it. I was like, dude, are you like not drying yourself in the shower? Oh my god. I forgot about this shit. I confronted him about it, and then he was like, "Oh no, yeah, I'll do that." And I shit, I shit you not. I shit you not. He grabs he grabs two little things of fucking toilet paper. Two. You can't even wipe your ass with two. He grabs two of them and starts trying to dry it. I literally had to walk out of the bathroom, and because I was dying laughing, bro. So anyways, holy shit, that was a tangent. I am banging on the fucking bathroom door, and I was like, Kevin, I have to shit. Kevin, I have to shit. And I literally thought I wasn't gonna make it. I was pacing around my fucking bathroom, or my dorm. I was stressing the fuck out, and I was like, and remember, for some godforsaken reason, Liam's fucking door is open too. That has never happened. And also, Kevin has never ever fucking showered at 6 a.m. So I'm literally, genuinely considering shitting on fucking Liam's toilet. I walked into Liam's dorm, and I was like, dude, am I gonna have to shit in Liam's? So I was like, no, I cannot do that. There's no, I don't know. So I walk back in, and Kevin comes out with a towel around him. He didn't even dry himself. He walked out of the shower and got his towel, wrapped it around himself, and was like, so he's literally dripping wet. And he's like, "What do you need? What do you need?" I was like, "I need a shit. I need a shit." So he just walks out, and I have to sidestep his fucking wiener water to get to the toilet, and I shit. And then, um, yeah, that's it, bro. So that was one of the most unique experiences I've ever had. Um, yeah. Yeah, so apparently this is the only time he's ever done this. The whole summer program. The only night he decided to pull an all-nighter and play Valorant for 12 hours straight was just so happened to be the morning I almost shit myself. Um and so dude, so he went to sleep. And mind you, it's like 6:45. So like he goes to bed like for the night, and um he um I started playing music. And I don't know why I did this, but I wanted to see how loud I could make the music because he was such a heavy sleeper. I could do anything and he would just fall asleep, or he would stay asleep. And so I was literally blasting music. And I have this funny ass video on my phone. Oh no, this was at like midday because I went to class that day and I got back and he was sleeping. And I was like, dude, he's sleeping at like 2 in the he's it was like 2 o'clock p.m. or something. And I was like, damn, he's still sleeping. So I wanted to see how loud I could do the music. And I have this funny ass video on my phone where I 0.5 it while he's sleeping, and then I pan over to my computer and it's like blasting music. And it was it's a funny ass video. And every time I was working on my um fucking what is it? On anything on my computer, I would make sure to play Freebird just so you would get the American experience. So I played Freebird literally like a crazy amount of times while I was in that summer program. I have like the whole solo memorized just because I played it so much just to like kind of mess with them. And I have, oh my god, I have so many videos on my phone of fucking Kevin. He was a crazy guy. Um, but yeah, me and my roommate now, we talked for like the first 2 weeks, and then he kind of just got his own friends, and I haven't gotten any yet. So I've low-key been the Kevin. I've kind of just been a hermit. Um, Not really. I mean, I do some stuff, but Not really. My other roommate, that's not the one that's this is my roommate's bed right here. But my other roommate who's in the other room, he is like Kevin 2.0, but not quiet. He plays games 24/7 and he's Asian. Coincidence? Yes, but and he is loud as fuck. And he sounds exactly like this other I used to have an Asian friend, Kenneth, and they sound exactly the same. It's like uncanny. Um and they're the same height. That was a little racist, but um dude, so when I moved in, um we saw so me and my roommate Amani, he's the one sleeping in the same room as me. He's my bunkmate. So we moved in at the same time, and we knew because we talked to each other on Instagram beforehand. We knew we were supposed to be the bunkmates together. So we were like talking and stuff, and this one room had this massive gaming setup on it, and we were like, "Oh, that's kind of crazy." And then this our room across the way already had someone in it, and we were like, "Well, they must have." And it low. Oh, okay. This is kind of crazy, but it had a smell in the gaming room. Okay, and in our room, um, there was already someone in the bed, and I asked him, I was like, "Did you already like make your bed and stuff?" And he was like, "No, that must be the other dudes." But like, we're supposed to be in a room together though, so we like moved this other dude's shit into the room with the gaming setup in it, and we just packed in all of our stuff as we should have because we were room together. And for like 4 days, there is not a trace of our other roommate because we're supposed to be four people living in here. There's only three, and in like literally after like almost a week, this guy finally comes. Raz is his name, and at long last he finally comes, and I'm able to talk to the dude, and he's like, "So did you guys like move my stuff?" And we're like, "Yeah, me and Amani were supposed to be roomed together, so we like, like we kept your bed made, but we moved your stuff into the other room." And he was like, "Oh, all right." And Austin met him and stuff, and the dude was not fucking with Austin at all, because the dude was studying sports journalism, and he was like really athletic and shit, and he Austin started playing games, and when he's like really loud when he's talking to his friends on the game, so he was like, "Oh, oh," whatever he does. And Raz was sitting in the living room and I was eating dinner, and because he sounds so much like my old friend, I was recording the door while Austin was yapping, and I sent the video, and I said to my friends, I sent it to my friends and said to them, "Yo, doesn't this sound like Kenneth?" And then Raz saw me recording him, and he was like, "Bro, does he do this like? Is it like every day he does this shit?" And I was like, "So far, yeah." And he just looked like, "Oh my god, oh my fucking god, I'm not doing the shit." And the next morning he was gone. And Austin asked me in the kitchen. He was like, "Do you know? Did Raz like tell you anything? Cause he's like, his bed is gone and all of his shit is gone. Do you know? Like, do you like know where he went?" And I was like, "No, he didn't say shit to me." Um, See, I literally met the dude once, had one conversation with him, and then peace out. The dude is gone. Snooze, you lose, I guess. Um, But yeah.